Steal.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Glad.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. Yes, we are.
technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is...
Okay, if you want to get technical, the point is we're all... I haven't seen any...
Actually, it's for cross...
Neither is this.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around. Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class? Think nothing of it, officer. What's a little... the boat? No, it's a pleasure craft. My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part.
Officer.
The crowns of her nonchalance might be related.
Good. What we...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent. She nods.
Everything. Right up to, but not include. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you see it that way.
You'd be shooting yourself.
But I am derailing us. I believe the official...
And how are the talks going?
They're not.
Wait.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking... Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that... What can I say? Let's say
And when did...
I arrived 3 weeks ago.
But the
I wasn't the original negotiator.
This isn't the first time.
Heavens, no. There have been...
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
Mr. Clare, fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature. Yes. Keep in... There are leaflets every work.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they're having a blast. I'm not sure. And now, people...
Excuse me.
I first heard...
This checks out.
Everard Clare? Of course not.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, he is the most corrupt Yes, Ed is how they circumvent the term limits, you see. With a funny little... The Débardeurs Union organised
A mob. The débardeurs...
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has... And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines... I'm glad you asked.
Disappeared?
Yes.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. Downright... The point of the...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
Of course. How else? Quite a few... The information I'm...
Of course, ma'am. And this is my colleague.
How curious. I see. So, are you saying you lost... Oh, dear. I do believe...
As I say...
Of course, I sympathize...
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Of course. The situation is extremely volatile. This...
Yes, an experimental side case.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
Are they now?
A deep sin.
All right, we're in. I know these all.
We're in Martinez, baby. Martinez is it. You would be excused for not knowing about it. I'm not a good ambassador. This place used to be it's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Rever. Yes.
Known to the early Rivisholians.
Caillou. As you already know, Revachol, the great history detective. They built the nations of the in the DeLorean. They say it's, by that I mean, we are standing on a fertile, I think it's
A sparkle of light.
22 kilometers.
Silence. The water. There is no recognition.
We are where we are.
This is one thought.
Was there something else?
This has been informative. Thank you. Might I suggest not?
Absolutely.
It's better not.
Indeed. I'm always glad to have been of assistance. Of course, detective.
Hey, up here, Piggo.